Okay, next up, week 3 basics, recall, or how do I get my dog to come to me? I think that recall or come is probably the number 1 most ignored cue. I think leave it is number 2, but we'll get to that one next week. Come is the most ignored cue because we ask our dog to come to us when they're doing something way more fun and they heard you say it and they don't come to you and they have learned that that cue is optional. So I have a couple big rules for recall. The first one is don't say that word, that bad 4-letter word, C-O-M-E, unless one of 2 things is happening. Either your dog is on a long line that you could reel him in if he wasn't coming to you, or he's already heading for your face. So he's heading, come, you're safe to say it then. Otherwise, don't say it. Say anything but that. Now, there's a couple ways to teach a recall too. One of them we do on a leash. You can put your dog on a long line. You can have them stay. You can back up, okay, come, and then you can reel them into you. But I actually think a more effective way to teach a recall is off leash. Now, off leash doesn't need to be the dog park or a giant park. It can be your living room or your own backyard. But basically what I want you to try to do is take a time frame of no longer than 2 minutes. And you're gonna call your dog to you without saying come, because he might not come to you. So you're gonna wave your hands, hoop and holler, over here, let's go, woo! Act crazy, jump up and down, fall on the ground. Dogs love crazy, they will gravitate towards that. As soon as your dog gets to you, I like to grab them by whatever equipment they're wearing and treat them simultaneously. And I do that for 2 very specific reasons. One is it's rude. It's a rude behavior for a human to grab your dog's equipment. But somebody's probably going to do that to your dog at some point, and you are probably going to have to do that at some point. And what I want is for your dog to actually like it when somebody does that. So you're grabbing them and giving them a treat, right? So we can get them comfortable with that. So if somebody does have to grab them, they're not going to turn around and bite their forearm, right? They've been conditioned that it's cool when somebody grabs me because I know a treat's coming. The second reason I do it is because lots of dogs like to learn that fun trick where they come right up to you, well, 3 feet in front of you, and they dance back and forth and you can't grab them to put the leash on. So I want to avoid that too. So you're going to take this 2-minute time frame. You're going to call your dog over here, let's go, woo! Your dog comes over to you, you grab their collar or harness, you give them a treat, okay, go play. And then you call them over in 30 seconds, same way, over here, let's go, woo! Grab a collar, give a treat, okay, go play. And then in 40 seconds, then 15 seconds, and then 60 seconds, and then 70 seconds, and then back to 12 seconds, and then 90 seconds. But you're constantly going to be calling them back within this short time frame, treating them, giving them something good, and then letting them go play again, right? I think one of the biggest problems with recall is we only call our dogs when we want to leash them up and take them home. And who wants to do that? So you're going to practice having them come back and forth. Now, if you can get out to a park, or your dog does go to dog parks and they're comfortable there and they do well there, then you can practice this there, but don't call them or try to get them to come to you right mid-wrestle with another dog. Wait for a pause, call them over, treat them, let them go again. There's your lesson.